Luphisra here, and back to play more of Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars Reforged. Time for us to solve this puzzle. No. Sorry, it's a bit difficult trying to... It doesn't really fit. Win the game as white. Oh. I have to win the game. The knight can be there then. Actually, I don't know how to win that game. I'm not that great at chess. I might need to cheat a little bit. Okay.
Senor Stobbart, look!
What is that? It's not the Holy Grail, is it?
No, Senor Stobbart. It is the communion chalice of the De Vasconcelos, missing for almost 700 years.
And we found it!
Well, go on.
I cannot. I can hardly believe it is real.
Go ahead. Live a little.
Are you sure? This is your moment of triumph, Senor Stobbart.
Sure, I'm sure. The possibility of death traps only occurred to me a few days later.
Nice.
So the curse of the De Vasconcelos is lifted?
Oh no, the Countess was thrilled to find the lost chalice. But there's still the riddle of the missing knight.
Well, you can forget about that now and get back to finding the Templar's secret.
Actually, I promised the Countess I'd find Don Carlos.
You what?
I can explain everything.
You have got the odds for a withered old Spanish aristocrat?
The Countess entrusted me with the chalice and the quest for her ancestor's tomb.
You're as crazy as she is. Haven't you got enough problems? Khan and the Templars?
I mean, it's
Both
related.
are the same thing. The chalice is important, I'm sure. The manuscript pointed us to the knight, and I have to find him.
What then?
I don't know. But when the knight and the chalice are reunited, maybe I will.
Okay, I got the chalice. Let me take a look at the
Let's
manuscript
take
again.
another look at the manuscript.
Okay. Might have like one or two things left, I guess.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Alright, so chalice is old. Can I get a look at the chalice first?
The chalice from the mausoleum was obviously of superior workmanship, but grimy and tarnished.
Okay, it's grimy, so of course we gotta get it sparkling new again, so to the church. The policeman's just always sitting there. Like, he's never doing his job. Okay, talk to the priest who's always polishing stuff.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know, it is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
Sure.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks.
One wipe sparkling new.
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
Oh,
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
this one? The far corner has to be that one, right? Let's just take a look at it.
Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos.
So it's in Paris.
My eye was drawn to the biblical references.
At least he has a resting place, right?
Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more. Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The
That's
chalice
good,
had led me
because
to
I don't have a
this
memory like that.
but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcellos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
Okay, let's ask the priest about it.
Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard. It is a fact.
Okay.
Boy,
Merci.
Okay, yeah, he's
Later.
not gonna ask
Au
him about
revoir,
the
monsieur.
biblical references. That's fine.
the Templars were demonstrating a pretty good grasp of physics. If the dissolution hadn't happened, we'd have had cold fusion power last century.
Has to go somewhere, I think. Could just try everything, I guess. Oh, okay. I need to go look for Labanur again. Well, if that's what the game says I'm supposed to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Museum Chrome. Labanur, talk to me, buddy.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie.
While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition.
So it may not be completely
No
accurate.
statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Nerval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
So we might have to go there and check it out?
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Okay. Take a look at
What do
this
you
for
make
me.
of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th century communion vessel. Spanish, probably.
You sure know your onions. Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Okay, new location. Let's go. Oh, wait. Is that one of the statues? From that...
The statue didn't deserve to be mauled by a Philistine like me.
It looks similar to a statue that's supposed to be in the lady's house mausoleum area, I think. Side of the Baphomet. Let's go. What is that guy? Okay. I vaguely remember the puzzle from the original game.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What is it?
I've got a few questions. What does the word Templar suggest to you?
Templar?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're doing a fine job.
Merci. I have my professional pride.
I don't think I've ever seen a Gauloise smoke so stylishly.
It's a natural talent.
I'm being sarcastic.
I'm being indifferent.
You're very good at that as well.
Merci. Vive l'indifférence.
So, what are you doing here?
I am having my break.
Yeah, I mean when you finish your break.
When I finish my break, an interesting concept, monsieur.
You'll probably need to think about it.
I could have another cigarette while I consider. Perhaps tomorrow too?
You're gonna get cancer, is what you're gonna get.
Okay.
And fired.
Things differently. What were you hired to do here?
I was hired to keep the archaeological dig in the basement of this building clear of debris, and to touch up damage to the door frames with my little pot of paint. It's a very responsible job. Unfortunately, I'm not a very responsible person.
So why do you take up the job?
So what do you know about the excavation?
I know they won't let me in to do my job. I would complain to my union, but là,
You couldn't be bothered to join.
right. Tell you what, though. I'm surprised at the sort of people interested in this excavation.
What's unusual about the visitors to the excavation?
None of them look like archaeologists to me.
Do you know what an archaeologist looks like?
Three-piece suits, crocodile-eyed attaché cases, Rolex oyster.
But no archaeologist dresses like that.
Quite right, monsieur, quite right.
So, who are they?
Who cares as long as they pay me?
Weird people, that's
We've
what.
seen you.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Hi? Excuse me?
Oui?
What do you know about the Knights Templar? There was a long pause during which the guard said nothing. Then he said,
Nothing.
nothing at all?
Is this a test?
What, like a history pop test?
No, like a test.
Okay, yes, it's a test.
Then I know absolutely nothing about the Templars.
The guard was being amazingly evasive. It was going to take more than goodwill to get past him. So, what exactly are you doing here?
I'm guarding. You expect to find me shearing sheep?
Take it easy, I just didn't realize you were a guard. I'd like to know what you're guarding, please.
That's a secret.
It wouldn't happen to be an archaeological site, would it?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I'm telling you.
Then why ask?
I had a feeling this was no normal hole in the ground.
This is the site of the Baphomet thing.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. The doorway led to an old utility closet that had lost its door. There was nothing interesting in there.
Can I go to the bathroom then, at least?
There was a closed door with toilet scratched into the cheap veneer.
That door is locked, monsieur.
But I want to go in.
Hi again.
What is it?
Trying to get into a locked washroom. I had the strongest feeling of deja vu. I'd like to use the washroom, but the door's locked.
Oh, that's no problem. You can have the key.
Thanks.
Now that is easy. Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay, this is not normal for a
I
bathroom.
didn't want any coal. The thing felt really hot. big demands seemed to be being made on it. Being in a charming comfort station like this made me think fondly of the toilet in Syria. That place was kept in pretty good order. At least, it had been until I vandalized it. Still, it was all for a good cause.
Yeah, it's all for a good cause.
I wasn't that interested in what might go into a restroom's garbage to investigate.
Okay.
I didn't want to use that unless I really had to.
Drop the soap at least.
Capacious as my pockets were, I didn't figure I could cram a shovel in them.
Oh, damn it.
Maybe not.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, and the excavation. And I have to distract him. Somehow. What am I supposed to do? I'm so confused. Okay, go back into the bathroom. Apparently. I'm supposed to make a mold. That's what I'm supposed to do.
I made an impression of the big key and the cake of soap.
Yeah, because the excavation key to the door, yeah.
I carefully sprinkled the plaster into the soap mold I'd made of the key.
And
The cold tap's washer looked to have failed. It was just dribbling down the sink.
I need water somehow, don't I? Apparently it's on the tap. Not the sink, on the tap.
Well, it had taken a while, but I had made myself a completely unconvincing plaster key. Way too fragile to use in a lock. I'd have to substitute it for the real one. Trouble was, it looked like plaster and not metal. Then again, that plaster statue in Syria hadn't looked like stone until I'd been a bit artful with it. Maybe I could improve the key as well.
Okay, so okay, no, then coal.
I didn't want.
You don't want coal? Really? You're not gonna use coal for that? Really? Okay. Resorted to some help, and I'm supposed to just return the keys. Do this guy first.
What is it?
Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
I'm supposed to do this. And then he'll stop me, so I have to distract him.
Hey, monsieur, get away from my paint pot.
Okay.
I should think so. Meddling with a man's paint pot. Pah!
Okay. Now I remember what I'm supposed to do. Vague memories from the original game.
Do you mind if I use the phone?
Be my guest. I'm paid to guard this door. The phone can look after itself.
Killer!
Hi, Nico. It's me. I'm at the excavation site.
Hi, Georges. What's happening?
I'm at the excavation, but they won't let me in.
Damn. We need to know what's in there.
Don't worry. I've got a scheme. I'm going to need your help, though.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
I want you to keep somebody on the phone for a while.
Who?
A painter. I need to get at his pot.
Oh, okay.
Stay on the line. I'll go and get him. Hi, it's me again.
Yeah, time to distract the painter.
Now,
You've got a phone call.
for me, are you certain?
It's a woman. She sounded hot.
What woman? She must be mistaken, monsieur.
Well, she asked for that hunk of a man with the nicotine fingers and his ass hanging out of his pants.
Certainly sounds like me. Stand back. It wouldn't do to keep the lady from her hunk.
Yeah. Time to...
Too well, monsieur. What a strange woman. She was all over me, and then suddenly, nothing but abuse.
Really?
What? Abuse? Ah well, I have a cigarette to finish. And
Well-
monsieur, if she calls again, I am not available.
Oh yeah, thank you, Nico. Okay, I need to go to the bathroom again. Can you give me the keys?
Hi again.
What is it?
I need to use the toilet again.
Again? Already?
I
Sorry.
have this problem. How technical do you want me to get?
Never mind. Here's the key.
Thank you.
Here's the keys.
Merci.
No. Oh my god, sorry.
I need... I have...
I didn't mean to do that.
Talk to you later.
Au revoir.
Sorry, I forgot I was in conversation with the guy. Okay.
Quickly and without fuss, I swapped the fake key for the real thing.
Wonderful. Time to return the keys to him. Thank you.
What is it?
I couldn't give him the keys. The false key looked pretty convincing. He was bound.
Oh, sorry. Felt like plaster. How else? If he wears the gloves. Oh.
I couldn't imagine what I'd achieved by turning the dial. Hi again.
What is it?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
A thermostat was mounted over a radiator. The radiator was pumping out heat as the thermostat was cranked right over to full. No wonder it was warm in here, even with the door open to the chill of fall. I couldn't imagine.
Fine. I've talked to him about it
Hi
first.
again.
What is it?
It sure is hot in here.
I have to have the door open to allow the workmen access, so why not? I turn the heat up.
You could wrap up warm.
I have my gloves if it gets cold, but why bother when it's warm anyway?
Talk to you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
I turned the heating off.
All right. There you go. Bunch of keys.
What is it?
I held my breath and hoped that he wouldn't notice the substitution. Here's the keys. Thanks.
Merci, monsieur.
Bye-bye. Leave before he notices. Oh. No, what am I supposed to do? Oh, damn it. Okay. Speaking of, let me save first. Let me talk to Nico, see how it is. The conversation is with the painter.
Hi, Nico. It's me again.
I'd guessed. What do you want this time?
What did you say to the painter?
I shan't repeat it, Josh.
Look, I need to get the guard out of the way. Could you call back and ask him to get the painter again?
Okay, I'll call back soon.
You should have hit behind the wall.
This looked like a good place to watch things develop.
Hey, you! It's the phone.
Yeah? Who is it?
How should I know? What am I, your social secretary?
It's not a chick, is it?
Yes, it's a woman. Are you going to answer it?
Does she have a warm, sensual voice like molten chocolate?
Yes, she has a really sexy voice. Now get a move on.
I'm not talking to her.
I can see that. You're wasting time talking to me.
No, you don't understand. I refuse to talk to her.
You refuse. You refuse. I'm wasting valuable time.
Don't make me laugh. Your time valuable? You just stand around all day.
I have a highly responsible job. Ha! Don't me, you elephantine oaf. My job is important.
Impossible. They would have hired somebody competent in that case.
Meaning what?
Instead of which they hired a dismal rent-a-cop like you.
He's more responsible than you do.
Well,
You gotta admit
and
that.
friends.
Why, you...
This looked set to carry on for some time. It was too good an opportunity to miss.
Time to sneak in. All right.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
George Stobbart,
No doubt about it.
kleptomaniac
It was the same
extraordinaire,
sort of idol
yes.
I'd seen in Syria. Baphomet.
Similar to Nancy Drew.
Templars had certainly been through here.
They're both kleptomaniacs. But hello to Hermit Gamer, welcome.
Now there's a familiar face. Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side. No, thanks. I think I'm carrying enough junk.
And this is how the original looked like. Just to show you.
Now there was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
Hey, is there anything I need to do with the Baphomet? Yeah, so I investigate, then what? Do I just look around? Okay. It was on the floor then? That's that whole thing there.
And there it
Ooh.
was, decoded by the curves of the chalice. The image of a church.
Oh, this is an important find. And we go back to Nico's apartment.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yep.
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
I gotta return to
I guess I
Spain.
better return the chalice to the Countess.
Hurry back, George.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't worry. Time to go to Spain.
I'd been planning to return the chalice anyway, but I hadn't expected the trail to bring me here. The Villa de Vasconcelos was as picturesque as ever. The weather was still clear, and Lopez was still watering the damn lawn. I was beginning to suspect that he was surgically attached to that hose. Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Stobbart, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the Countess in?
Yeah, the writing holds up.
Waiting
I mean, I know they
I
didn't
will show
change
you up.
anything
It's
from the
okay, I know
original
the way.
game. They just
Senor
enhanced it.
Stobbart,
But
I feel I
even
owe
after
you
so long,
an
the
apology.
storyline
No, you
is
don't.
good. So good.
Impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
From before the Da Vinci Code came out. I actually did not. That was a game, right? I didn't play that one because I get motion sickness. I need that mirror. Can I get that mirror? If I can grab it, I can use it for something. I'm not gonna grab that plant, am I?
I didn't want a pot plant.
Okay. More book than movie? Yeah, I didn't watch those either. Nor did I read the book.
Senor Stobbart, oh, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
And I polished it for you too.
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No.
Not completely yet.
I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knights secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobbart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians.
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest. I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Okay. She has this, I think, Bible in the mausoleum area. You go over there and take a look. Right? Just... I'm welcomed here now anyways, so you might as well. It would be terrible just to go back to Paris all the way just to look at the Bible. You know, might as well just see if I could find an answer here. Little rainbow is nice. Is it open? Can they open it for me if it's locked? Okay, it's not locked. Okay. Yeah, look at the Bible. Okay, grab that. And then go back and talk to the lady, the countess. So that I can know. Or can I just do it here?
It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum.
Oh, so she could... It's Spanish, so she has to translate it for me. Okay. All right, let's head inside. About the Bible.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep.
The well is
The
deep.
next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Thank goodness for George's amazing memory, because I don't remember any of this.
Hidden things.
The
Any more?
well.
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobbart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there
Maybe
must
ask Lopez about it?
on a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Okay, I'll talk to Lopez.
I'll just have another look around.
Very well.
Okay, maybe he knows. And then I can find something. Okay, Lopez. Need your help, buddy. Hey, Lopez, talk to me, buddy.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided,
I'll just talk to him
the
about
absence of
everything, because
Don
why not?
Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge, as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But
Yeah, maybe they
what
didn't
happened to the-
take the children. Maybe
If the Inquisition
the
didn't take them,
whoever it is hit the children, like
So
the
much
staff, the
speak
maid.
to my lady of these.
count on it. So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the De Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the De Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
Well, si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Oh, damn it.
Well, you must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. Now, how do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
Fine.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
I can talk to the Countess again, then come back and talk to him. Maybe he has some ideas then.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
There's still the mystery of that missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
the Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant? Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children
Damn, oh
are
yeah.
here somewhere. If this is so,
If both of them are...
then it is small wonder that the De Vasconcelos are...
Yeah, no one is able to free the kids if, like, the manservant's dead and then Don Carlos is just
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
so upset
Home is
that
your
he
home.
didn't bother
I
trying
shall
looking
remain here.
around. Yeah, that's gonna be... Yeah, that's sad. That's very sad. It's too hard to think about, you know?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
Bah.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
Light. 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 Mirror? candle. Fire, I think. Okay. Need to bring light into the mausoleum. Almost forgot about that.
I couldn't. It was too.
Can I use it on the pole? Use the mirror on this. I gotta be able to do something with the mirror. Light. Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to do this apparently. Light it up. Light the candle. There's a coming music. Something in the candle.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex
Hello,
shape, expertly
hooker.
carved stone. I figured it was some kind of
Nice to
key.
see you. Glad you'd be able to make it to stream. I'm playing Broken Sword Reforged. But that's pretty obvious, right? George Stobbart. Okay. Work more with this dude.
Hi, Lopez.
It looks so good. It looks so
Pardon,
good.
senor. How can I help you?
I can show you the comparison. This is how the original game looked like. This is the OG. This is the new version. Reforged comes with both, so you can play the original graphics or we can play the enhanced. And actually, if you like the retro look, if you don't mind pixels, you know, like pixelated games and stuff, you can still play the OG. You know, it's still fun. It will still be fun, right? But if you're like me, and it's something I noticed, like with games that are too pixelated, like they're too old, so that they look really pixelated. When I play them full screen, I get motion sickness from that too. Like games that are not supposed to be like pixel, but they look like that. It's probably because my monitor is 27-inch, so it's huge, and it's supposed to be. It's a 2K monitor. My main monitor is 2K, so to me, I can't play it in the OG anymore. I'll probably get motion sickness, and my eyes and head will hurt. But if you don't mind it, you can play that. So you get 2 games. It's pretty much the same game, okay? They changed nothing about the story for the game, for the Reforged version. It's just the enhanced version of the original game. But it's good that they included it for anyone who wants it. So
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations, the Spanish country folk have
your
had
main
a
is
secret
giant
way
and
of
4K, so it would be the
locating
same
water,
way, yeah.
even if it is meters.
Yeah, that would be worse.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you've heard of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick. A Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
Okay.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
But yeah, the thing about like 2K or even 4K monitors is that like the older, like even for like 2K, sometimes 1080p also doesn't look all that HD anymore. And like most videos are 1080p, right? But when I watch them on my main monitor, which is my main monitor, the one that I use, it doesn't look all that great. Sometimes, some videos, not all of them.
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
And 720p and below is like just not good. Just can't do it. So that's the thing about new monitors, especially if it's like huge monitor. The older games tend to look really bad on it. Like if you have a 1080p monitor that's not as huge, because I have 2 monitors, okay? I have one 1080p, one 2K. But my 1080p monitor is also 27-inch. So, because of how big it is, it still doesn't really work. The old games still look like bad on it because it's huge. If you have a smaller monitor than that, though, it's probably wouldn't look as bad. Just can I water douse now?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
It's gonna take forever. But yeah, sadly for today's day and age, you want at least 2 monitors for both work and leisure. Yeah, that is true. Like, it's hard to work with one monitor anymore. Now that I have 2 monitors, I can imagine how tough it'll be if I have to switch back to one monitor. You need to. Because like if you're playing game or if you're watching videos or whatever and you want to do something on the side, it's good to have the other monitor that you can just drag things over to. No, like I have my Discord, my OBS on my
Senor Stobbart,
second
you
monitor.
found something.
This
No.
is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars.
I
Hidden here
remember.
for hundreds of years.
I remember when I streamed using one
Lost
monitor.
from the sight of
It
man
was tough.
Until now,
Very tough.
the mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobbart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way.
Second monitor is my old TV from college. That also works. That's good on saving. My second monitor is
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all
my
the
first
time.
monitor.
All those years and nobody.
My first and second monitor was on the same
Stood in awe for a
brand,
moment,
same series.
Marveling at the secrets all around us.
Except one is like, okay, they're both supposed to be like
Oh,
white and
now
pink
that-
monitors. They're advertised as like white, but the first one's more like had the bezels were pink. But the second version of that monitor is white. I wanted a white setup, so I got the second one.
The well had
I
been lost
initially
for decades
gave
at least.
my
The air
first
was cooler
monitor
after the noon sun,
to my
but
sister.
that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have
But
a
I couldn't
really,
mount it.
Really bad
It's hard to
feeling about
mount
this.
because you need like the extra screws, the extenders. So she didn't use it, so I just grabbed it back eventually to use it for myself. And we made it here, so let me examine this first.
From a distance, the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece.
Can I grab it?
Great stone lions. As far as I knew, nobody had cast eyes upon it for centuries as it stood, waiting in the cool shadows. The words of the psalm kept running through my head. Save me from the lion's mouth. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Sorry, lion.
Oh, very funny, you psychos.
Senor Stobbart! Senor Stobbart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine.
Hey, tutto mi has done. You gave me a scare.
Nice try, Templars.
Nice try indeed. But yeah, the death scenes. Okay, we're past that. You guys missed it, but the initial death scene where you can get killed by that man in Syria, that shocked me. I remember the first time I played it, I did not expect this game to have death scenes. And the thing about like a lot of these games, even for the Reforged version, and this is something that's been spoiled by me for Nancy Drew, is that there are no second chances. You gotta save your game. Okay, so if you didn't save and then you die, you've got to reload. At least that's how it is for the original game. The Reforged version, they allow you to have to continue, so they start from where you died, which is what happened. I forgot that I needed the pan buzzer thing, and so I killed Stobbart, and then there's the continue button, so you can continue from where you failed. But in the original game, from what I remember, they did not have that feature. If you died, you died. So at least in my brain, I remember I had to play from a bit back because I didn't save when I went to that location. So I gotta replay it until that part, which is kind of frustrating. That's the thing about a lot of older games. The modern games, they tend to have like sort of like a kind of second chance thing. But for the older games, I feel like out of the games I've played, only Nancy Drew had that second chance feature. That's ingrained in the game. For a game that's that old.
I wish that I had Lyri's flashlight now. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring. In the deep shadows, it was hard to make anything out.
Can I get some light? This part I kind of remember. But you gotta make some light over here somehow.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket. It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Can I leave that there? And then just prop that mirror up somehow? Okay, never mind. He just wants me to go over. Thankfully, you played Gear Night first, so you're well aware of the deaths that can happen in adventure titles. I did not know that.
Now I knew what I was looking for. It only took a few moments to find it. And there it was. A worked socket.
I did not play
Gabriel
Gabriel Knight like the original version.
Yesterday.
So I did not know that. The games I played are like Carmen Sandiego. And they didn't really have death scenes in those games. So yeah, I was pretty shocked when I first played it. And you would think I would know since I love point and click adventure games, but
Open sesame! Another secret door.
I also didn't play like Broken Sword when I was like really young. I played it when I was like a teenager or like a young adult in my early 20s maybe. So I was pretty late to the game. So, but I didn't expect that. I should have. But I did not. More maze. Got through a lot of adventure titles as a kid. Give them a try, especially the original first
Before
one
I
for
left,
the original,
there was one
for the
last
voice
thing to
acting
do.
cast. Give that chess piece back to Our
You
Lady.
won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children.
This poor thing though,
You'll
the
probably want
children's.
to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Ah, it's a poor thing. The children. Andre.
George, welcome back.
Come in, George. It's good to see you again.
Is it? Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
He has a
I know.
point. But that's the I know the thing about like Gable Knight, like the
clues led to an
original.
underground chamber at the bottom of the well.
They're
Templars left a
played by
tapestry
real
showing
people.
A chessboard. The white pieces.
And there's
were
the thing about me
vastly
that I
outlined.
have
There was a stream
this
running
weird
across the
phobia,
board,
fear
and a
of
Templar knight
playing
on a
games
horse.
with real people in it.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
So I don't play games
No.
where there's like recordings of
Maybe
pictures
we
of
should
real
tell
people,
Andre what else you found, George.
like as the characters.
There's a map and a
Like
Latin
FMVs, I can't do
to the
that.
west at the edge of the world.
George found
they
that
kinda
in the
creep me
cave in
out.
Syria.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we've got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church.
I can play the 20th anniversary edition
one of
though.
the few
That one's
places
completely
where nobody
animated.
tried to kill me.
I could play
Then
that one.
we have the
I have
image of
it.
the church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally, we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the
Jealousy from the two boys.
My apologies.
He
Oh,
started
too
it.
bad, Andre, you don't have a chance, okay? Nico goes with
Well,
George,
the
okay?
Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
So we gotta go
Are
to
you
Britain?
sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted
But the 20th anniversary
savages.
edition didn't have
It
the
hasn't
original
changed
voice actor.
much.
I know,
They
I
stopped painting
know.
themselves blue.
Didn't that famous actor actually
Except when they go
play
to the
in the
match.
original,
They
like,
used an extract
Broken
from a
Sword?
plant called woad.
If I remember
by
correctly, like
Sophie
Mark,
Tintoya. The
that's
Scots
that
were
Star
using
Wars
it
guy,
fairly recently in the war
right?
with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
Andre, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland.
Hey,
The
1314.
Battle of Bannockburn.
That date.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better.
Not just Hamill, like
Tradition
Tim
has it
Curry was
that the
there,
Scots were
Michael
helped by a
Dorn,
shock
two
force
others.
of, well,
Yeah, the original Gabriel Knight I heard has
Knights
a
Templar?
lot of like famous
Yes,
actors
a group
somehow.
of Lord Templars.
I don't know how they
They are
got them
said
to
to
play
have
in
turned
the
the
game,
tide
but
for the
somehow they
Scots.
did.
And it
Somehow
all ends
they
at a
did.
church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
Product at the time careers weren't as established.
I
That's a
can't
good
go.
point. Yeah, don't go. We don't want you there, Andre. George and Nico wants to be alone.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was.
We understand you've got commitments. But listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and don't worry about us.
I forgot. Is that dude good person or bad? I forgot. Oh, we're on a train.
Oh, it must be dawn.
Oh, I guess so. And we must be nearly there. Somewhere, out there in the dark, is Scotland. We've come a long way together to get here.
Yeah. Let's hope it was worth
Am I
it.
near the end? I don't think so.
There's something I've been meaning to say to you, Nico.
Is this the right time and place, George?
There might not be another time. I don't want to waste this chance.
You don't need to say anything.
How
I
close
wouldn't want
am
to be
I?
anywhere else. But here,
An hour
With
or
you.
two?
now.
Because I kind of remember this part, and what happens after. Because I have played the original game before. I do kind of remember how the story goes. Depends on how quick I get through it. I'm kind of dumb. I kind of have to resort to help a lot. If it's 2 hours though, I could do it tomorrow because it is 1:10 a.m. right now where I'm from. It's not that early anymore. And I've been dreaming for about 2 hours and 45 minutes or so. What a coincidence, past minute where I'm to. Oh yeah! I remember you telling me about that. But let me finish the conversation with her first.
You're exhausted. Why don't you get some sleep?
Sleep? At a time like this?
Excited, huh?
Would you like something to help you sleep, dearie? I've got some tablets in my bag.
I'm sorry, what's with your voice?
Thank you.
Thanks all the
I
same,
don't
ma'am.
remember her voice being that bad. I have a bad feeling about this lady. I have a bad feeling about that lady. But let me save. Yeah, I'm in compartment Scotland. I've been playing in total almost 8 hours of this game. That's pretty fun. Actually, you know what? I really do like the game. Let me go back to main menu. Like I've said this time and time again, this game is great. Especially can you think of the time that this game came out. It came out in the early 2000s or like 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, right? I remember the original came out, was it 1996? Right? 1996? Yeah, 1996, 1997 was when the first game came out. I was too young. I was born in 1995, okay? I was too young. But when I discovered the game, as I said, I was in my teens to young adult. I was like pretty late into the Broken Sword series. Because that's this thing about me where I procrastinate, okay? I like every time I look up games like similar to Nancy Drew or Mystery and Broken Sword ever kept coming up, I kept putting it off until there was a sale on Steam, because that's how you get me to play games. If there's a sale on Steam, the game is cheap, there's a bundle, I will buy it. I have to control myself to not look at like the Steam page and GOG when they have like sales, because I just keep like, hey, this game is good, and I just keep buying games because it's cheap and on sale, and I have a ton of games I have not played because of that. I had to make a wheel of games just to pick what games to play, because I have so many I can't decide. You know? Parents and siblings, oh, these are like books. You should find for our children, child, sibling, and then you. Okay. Funny that you mentioned that. Battle Brothers is on sale at the moment. What's Battle Brothers? I don't remember what Battle Brothers is. And okay, just for those of you on YouTube, because I can go on forever chatting, but because I'm recording for YouTube, so for those of you watching on YouTube later, I'll just stop here before I go on rambling more and more. I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care. Bye.